Well, let's speak to Ghoncheh Tazmini, an associate member of the Centre for Iranian Studies at SOAS at London University. Good to have you with us. As we heard there, Iran dismissing these claims by Israel as just nonsense and propaganda. But how would you expect Iran to respond to these allegations?
Well, Iran can respond in several ways. Number one, internally, there is a domestic division between hardliners and moderate-oriented, more pragmatic elements in Rouhani's administration that with blood, sweat and tears have managed to broker this hard-won nuclear agreement. The collapse of a multilateral international agreement could provoke an arms race in the Middle East by provoking Iran and prompting Iran to withdraw from the NPT in the worst-case scenario. It discredits the signatories to the agreement, the EU's efforts over the years to avert war, military action against Iran, by working with Iran, by encouraging and empowering its more moderate government, and in bringing Iran out from the cold, bringing it to the diplomatic table. So the legacy of this agreement, it has vast ramifications in international diplomacy.
The problem for Iran is that Israel's statement yesterday, where it says it has proof of all these secret documents showing that Iran apparently had a secret nuclear weapons program, whether or not that's true, that does raise question marks in many people's minds. Is Iran able to refute these allegations?
Well, none of these so-called disclosures or revelations are new. It's not the first time Prime Minister Netanyahu has come up with these sort of theatrics or comical graphics of Iran's secret nuclear agenda. I think what it does is it raises the question, a logical question, which is if indeed these allegations are correct, if these materials that were found in some unarmed, dilapidated Iranian warehouse are in fact true, then would it not be logical to stick to the agreement, to convince the signatories, in particular the US, to continue and to stay in the agreement in order to at least confine Iran's nuclear activities?
Well, the US is obviously not happy with this deal, whatever happens, and Europe are trying to persuade the US to stick with the deal. What about amending the deal? Not walking away from it, but amending it to take account of some of the US concerns. Would Iran be open to more negotiation?
From everything that's come from Tehran, Iran would be very, very disappointed if such a thing would happen. What is happening now is that the sort of diplomatic conciliatory rhetoric that comes from Iran, from Rouhani's administration, is now turning into something that you would imagine a more hardline administration to spew out, which is that, if even one word is altered on this agreement, it's going to be rejected, that there will be severe consequences. So Iran is not taking this lightly, and we can say that it's becoming almost hardline in its foreign policy language. So this is not going to be taken lightly. I don't think Iran will accept it. Of course, the US wants to, and Israel want to squeeze as much as they can from Iran at this momentous juncture. And two important stipulations are important. Number one is that they want to curb Iran's missile program and missile development. And number two is, and most importantly, is that they want to confine Iran's influence in the region, in particular in Syria.
Okay. Ghoncheh, we're going to have to leave it there. We're out of time, but thank you very much indeed for joining us. Really good to speak with you. Thank you.